Good evening. Thank you, Flora. Okay, this is gonna be a testing type of live because I don't know, something going on. I have some mods. I added some new mods. Um, and we're just gonna see how this goes. I'll have to fix it, the typo afterwards. Let me write it down. Okay, let me wait for people to get in here. Hey, Flora. You need that. Now I have created a subscriber only chat. We are going to see how this goes. Also, since I'm waiting on people to get in here, people always ask me what I put in what am I drinking? This is a berry smoothie, but normally I drink a green strawberry smoothie. So in the green one, it's basically the same thing, like cucumbers, spinach, kale, celery, avocado, basically all your veggies. And then to sweeten it, I do strawberry yogurt and strawberries and ginger. And I put a little water in there to loosen it a little bit. And that's the green smoothie that I drink. Tonight, I'm basically doing the same thing, like kale, spinach, cucumbers, celery, avocado, ginger. But this is the fruits to sweeten it. I use berries. So strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. That's why it's such a weird color. So this is more of like a berry drink. Yogurt. It's just easier to drink that and just get your nutrients in, okay? I feel like that's why my skin be so glowy. Ever since I started drinking them, I started drinking them. I started seeing how my skin started looking. I said, "Ooh, I like this." And to the girls that are out here, y'all be struggling with the dark spots and hyperpigmentation, step into my office. Come here. Now we need to have a meeting. You need to use SPF. You need to use Black Girl tanning lotion. You cannot walk outside without your SPF. Ever since I started wearing my SPF religiously, even if I got to apply it on more throughout the day, girl, it is game changer. Yes, 30 and up. What's going on? 6-year retirement requirement for subs. No. It's 60-year requirement for unsubscribers, okay? Okay, I know I was being petty. I'm like, well, how long do they have to wait until after they subscribe But it's like, I was just thinking, like, when I was setting my settings, I'm like, if I wanted to be petty, I probably would sub and then comment right away. So I'm like, you gotta wait 60 years. Gotta wait 60 years. I'm childish. Let me stop. I'm childish. I'm sorry. I'm childish. Only subscribers who have been subscribed to your channel 60 years or more can comment. Like, I'm 2 years, so I can't comment. Oh my God. I gotta go switch it. Let me change it right now, y'all. Y'all don't understand my last live. Look at all the so my day ones are really in here right now. Oh my God, my ditzy side is coming out. Let me go change it, y'all. Hold on, give me a sec. I know some people mad. Let me go change it. I'm being petty because people be getting on my nerves. And I'm like, I don't even be bothering nobody. I be so nice. I'm just honest. And people don't like that. People be so triggered by honesty. But they love when a person lie to them, though. I understand that. Also, to the girls that are out here, because everybody be asking me about my eyebrows. This is another secret. Are you ready for this? So at nighttime, after I do my skincare routine, I've been using turmeric on my face too, which I normally don't use, but that's another conversation for another day. After I do my skincare routine, I take some type of growth oil. It could be whatever you got at home. I use wild growth oil. You can use whatever you want to use. Okay. Can you do like, I'm gonna say like 3 months? You can comment after 3. Yeah, there you go. I changed it, y'all. Okay. Y'all don't understand. I was stressed in the last live. I was stressed. Anyway, now look at all the people coming through. My bad, y'all. Okay, like I was trying to say, I was wondering, I'm like, dang, why? There's a lot of people in here watching, but why ain't nobody commenting? Okay, back to the brows though, because I get asked this a lot. Okay, I get asked this a lot. Now, y'all, when I got these brows, the brows that I have right now, it was a struggle. Okay, it was a struggle. I believe when I was younger, I shaved off my brows because I was being teased at school. I was being bullied, so I shaved them off. And so, like, the ends of my brows, they don't grow through like they did before I shaved them off. I don't know what thick eyebrow girl need to hear this. Shave your brows off, okay? You just need to get to that age to where waxing them is something you can do. My mom, she wouldn't let me wax my eyebrows, and I needed to wax them in like 4th, 5th grade because I was my brother's twin. And yeah, so the ends of my brows don't grow in that well, and it's because I shaved them off when I was like 7. I took my grandfather's razor and just, and my mom was like, why would you do that? Yeah, you have beautiful brows. I'm like, well, that's not what the kids are telling me at school. So I shaved them off. Like, I just shaved them off like Doja Cat. So over the years, I have always had issues with the ends. So what I take is like a mascara brush. And to the men, you can use this on your beard. You know, if you got the little bald spots and stuff like that, you can use them in your beard too to help with filling in those spots that you have. That's basically what I do with my brows. So you take a little mascara brush right before bedtime and you brush through your brows with the mascara brush, And I use wild growth oil. Wild growth oil really works for me. But I also have this other growth oil, and it has like rosemary and peppermint in it. It's a local, no, not a local. It's a black owned brand from Instagram that I buy from, but I use that for my edges. But honestly, you guys, like, you can use castor oil, black castor oil, you can use wild growth oil, whatever has helped you grow in your edges. If you ever had a crisis up here, then I would just take the mascara brush and brush through them at night. Be consistent. And I'm telling you, oh my gosh, miracle. I know I use wild growth oil. I like wild growth oil. I like my brows on the thicker. I like my brows on the thicker side, and I always have liked my eyebrows on the thicker side. And so nobody, even when I was younger, nobody knew how to wax thick brows. So they would just wax them off, and I would just have like these skinny brows. And I used to hate that. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get into this video because there's some things that I want to talk about. Thank y'all for being so patient. Let me play my intro because I didn't even do that. We like 11 minutes in. I told y'all this is a testing live because we made some changes over here. Okay, let's start.
Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of. Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
I'm just realizing, like, I made my settings, for 60 years, and I blocked my mods. That's why this is a testing live. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. This is a test because, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Somebody said I thought I was blocked. Okay, so listen to the mods. Okay, don't be so trigger happy. You know what I mean? It's okay to give people warnings. Now, I'm testing out my mods. If you get blocked and you feel like it was unjust, email me at realtalkwithyoni@gmail.com. Okay, because I'll have to investigate and look into it. But for the time being, everyone can come in here, with your snacks, your drinks, you know how we do over here, and have a good time. It shouldn't be too serious, Yeah, that's all. That's really it. You don't have to agree, you guys. It's just, if you're going to disagree, just be respectful. I mean, you don't got to call people out their name and shame and all of that. Just state your opinion, Just state your opinion and keep it moving. This is why I don't like going on to panels. This is why I don't like going on to panels, especially with Black people. And I'm talking about those certain type of Black people. I don't like going on their panels because they just be arguing. And you're not about to drain my energy like that. So I kind of stay to myself. People think I'm afraid to go on a panel. I'm not. I'm not afraid. I just don't want to deal with Black people where we can't just have a conversation, exchange differences, of opinions, and then it just be that it. People start to yelling, screaming, shouting, and I'm like, dang, this reminds me of my family. So I just, I distance myself from my family. So it's like, I want to continue this path of peace, and I can't do that by going on certain panels with people that want to argue. It's crazy. Yes, block party it is. So if you feel like you got blocked and you felt it was done wrong or it was wrong, just email me. I'll have to investigate. And then number 2, I made a video, the plies video. That was a mess. But before I can get into the plies video, you know what was even more messier? Okay, so I posted a video about pretty girl privilege. Why are y'all being transphobic in the comment section? I mean, you know what my mama used to tell me? She said, if you don't got nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing at all. And the comments were so bad to the point where I had to go to the girl's TikTok to see if she was trans. Now, the interesting part about her TikTok, it don't say nowhere on her TikTok that she's trans. Because she has a lower voice. So I'm like, dang, y'all really out here calling somebody something and you don't even know if they really are that. But listen. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I'm bringing up the plies video. Okay? I'm bringing up this plies video because the same conceited energy that people, some of y'all, like to project onto others is the same conceited energy that you will receive in return. Just so you know. Okay? Because y'all was sitting up here calling that girl this. And it was very disgusting. I'm just being honest. It was so unnecessary. I post those videos because I agree with the message. I don't care who it come from. They could be white, Asian, gay, Hispanic, purple, blue. They could be a damn unicorn. If I like the message, I'm going to repost it. Okay? I don't understand why people, we don't got to be best friends. Like, I just like what they had to say. Do Black people just not know how to just be like, you know what? I agree. I don't agree. And then just keep it moving. I don't get that. Them comments were out of pocket. Thank you. They were out of pocket. I had to walk away from the video. I'm like, oh my God. I'm thinking about deleting it, to be honest. Because I don't promote that type of stuff. Like, y'all know I have my boundaries when it comes to trans women because we should have boundaries. But I'm not about to shame somebody for their life choices. Like, I'm just not, y'all. I'm just not. But then when you thought I was coming for your life choices in this plies video in OnlyFans, y'all wanted to jump down my damn throat. Now I'm like, now this is what I be talking about. Y'all don't keep the same energy. How you gonna call out this other girl for her lifestyle choice? And then I'm trying to create an uplifting video for 9-to-5 workers, sis. And you're triggered because you're not confident in what you're doing with your life. That don't got nothing to do with me. So we're going to talk about it. The reason why I want to talk about this is because it needs to be said. We all can't do Instagram. We all can't do TikTok. We all can't do YouTube. We all can't do podcasts. Do you not understand that there is a shortage of workers? Are y'all not thinking like that? But you know what? This is the thing with me. This is the thing with me. I don't think people know how to think beyond what they see on the internet. They don't watch the news. They don't read like certain articles and studies that are being brought out to really help with what's truly going on outside of social media. I saw a bus shortage. There was a bus driver shortage in St. Louis. We need people who want to work regular jobs, y'all. They should not be shamed. Okay, great. You don't want to do that. That's great. But uplift the people that don't mind doing it. Uplift the people, encourage the people that do. Have you ever thought about that? Who do you think is going to be helping you in a hospital if there ain't enough nurses, doctors? I mean, like, do y'all think that far ahead? I do. I'm like, there's going to be a nurse shortage, a doctor shortage. We already got a bus driver shortage. And, I saw it's really bad, y'all. So, yeah, I'm going to encourage people who are in school, going to school, getting a degree to be some type of worker in the economy. Yeah, I am going to encourage them and root them on and uplift them. Why would I not do that? We all can't be on OnlyFans. But no, people wanted to make it so shallow. People thought I was just coming at them for doing OnlyFans. Girl, I'm gonna need you to think outside of yourself. Everything ain't about what you doing. And if you are easily triggered for doing OnlyFans, you're not confident in what you're doing. People told me not to do YouTube. My own daddy said I couldn't record in his house. So you know what I did? Moved out. That was 10 years ago. I'm still doing YouTube. Do you think I care about what people have to say? Nah, no, 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 no. I don't care. And you shouldn't either. You should not be triggered by me using certain words in a video when it had nothing to do with you. I'm trying to uplift the girls that are working call center. I worked call center for 6 years to do YouTube. You know, I saw a kid, a black kid. He was driving the Metro bus. He was driving the Metro bus, the city Metro bus, for like 4 or 5 years. And he was doing that just to put himself through school. Do you not understand that he drove during the entire pandemic? We had bus drivers, Metro bus drivers, quitting because they were fearing that they were going to get COVID because they were up in age. And he still drove that bus throughout the entire pandemic. Do you not understand that we needed bus drivers? There were people that still needed to get around in the city. And I'm talking about essential workers. They still had to go to work. Think outside of yourself. Think about the collective. Think about the economy. Think about how you wouldn't even be able to do TikTok if there weren't people out here doing just regular jobs, sis. The Metro is hard, but listen, he got his degree though. He got his degree. He was a black male too. He got his degree. He drove, and I'm pretty sure there were people teasing him or bullying him about the fact that he was driving that city Metro bus. So dang, it's like you can't even uplift the people that are doing something the unpopular way without somebody else being offended. I'm like, what are you being offended about? What is there to be offended about? You should be confident in what you're doing. But it wasn't even about you. But like, now, Plies, there were some things where I'm just like, I'm just taking the message, you know. This is the part that I think triggered a lot of people. This is the part that really triggered a lot of people. Hold on.
It's just a quick message to all the women around the world, in my opinion, who trying to do it the right way.
That's why girls were triggered. And I'm like, if you don't feel like you living life right, you need to look in the mirror. It don't got nothing to do with Plies. People gonna always have something to say about what you got going on and what you doing. People still don't think I'm living right. So y'all gotta have a I don't give a F attitude. But then also, I'm giving you real game. Y'all don't be knowing who I be mentoring because it's confidential. I don't share who I mentor. But sometimes I be telling y'all stuff because I mentor girls that are doing these things and they're coming to me for mentorship, sis. Sometimes these girls don't always tell their business on the internet to their audience because they have haters, sis. So they're going to continue to save face, sis. And this is why you shouldn't take everything at face value. If you are going to do OnlyFans, my biggest tip, and this is just me firsthand experience, you have to constantly reinvent yourself. If you're making money off your looks, your body, you have to constantly keep up with that, period. No exceptions. And I'm not just talking about staying in the gym. No. You need to take some notes from the women that did it before you because you're not doing nothing new. I'm sorry, but you're not. But look at the women that did it before you. They constantly reinvented themselves. Kim Kardashian. We've seen her go through so many reinventions Rihanna, when she was doing music, she went through so many reinventions of her image to stay relevant. Now she has put herself in a position where she don't got to do music no more. She can retire from music. That's all I'm saying. And it's like people wanted to take that the wrong way. I'm just like, how you take that the wrong way? And then y'all trying to get Rihanna to do music, and she like, I don't got to do music no more. But when she was in it and she was in that industry, she was reinventing herself. She did the red hair. She did the good girl gone bad. She did the whole rocker look. She did so much. So when I give you advice, I'm giving you real game. Even with Pinky. Pinky's still wearing pink hair. She could have reinvented herself to stay more relevant, in my opinion. But like, she's still wearing pink hair to this day. She could have switched it up and did something else. I'm telling you, like the girls that don't reinvent themselves, they become like forgotten about. Like, honestly, they just become forgotten about. So I know what my favorite Rihanna era, it had to be the red hair too. And it's the fact that you can even correlate with what era she was in when she reinvented herself. Rihanna was the best for me that ever did it in our time. Beyonce, she caught on a little later, in my opinion, when she came out with like Sasha Fierce, Beyonce, and all of that. Y'all better get into it. Now, I recently cut my hair. Now, I did do it for spiritual reasons, but in the process, I was reinventing myself. I've been reinventing myself on this platform for 10 years. So to the girls that are doing it, I'm going to tell you, reinvent yourself. That's number one. Constantly get in and get out. Rihanna, she got in when it was good. She reinvented herself, got all her money, and now she has enough to retire. That is all I'm saying. Think long term. I felt like Beyonce kind of reinvented herself with different like characters that she would bring out in her music. But like Beyonce really, she could take it further, but she kind of still plays it safe. Y'all know how that is. Because she's been wearing the same hair for years. But yes, reinvent yourself. Like, I don't care if you are doing OnlyFans. You need to reinvent yourself. That's how you're going to keep that money flowing through your pocket until you set yourself up to where you can retire. And to the girls that are working the 9-to-5 jobs, I appreciate you, sis. You in school. You're trying to become a nurse, a lawyer, a doctor. I appreciate you. I do. And I think that you should be uplifted because we live in a society where it's oversaturated with OnlyFans, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We need people in the workforce. We do. Working regular jobs. So if you come to my platform, I'm going to uplift you, encourage you, and root for you. Yeah, I am. That's just the right thing to do. And to the girls that feel like you can't do that while still loving what you're doing and being confident in what you're doing, that is a you problem. That is a you problem. I don't have no words. That's a you problem. You should be able to uplift the next girl that's doing something completely different than you. And it shouldn't trigger you that because this girl is being uplifted, it shouldn't trigger you. You should be confident and proud in what you do. And then when I gave my commentary on it, I wasn't saying, to me, it's not about living right. It's not. It's really not. It's not. And it's not about, oh, this is the easy route. None of this stuff is easy, y'all. None of it. None of this stuff is easy. Life in general is hard. Doesn't matter what path you choose to take. But I'm going to tell you to think long term regarding the path that you do choose to take, because that is what makes you successful. These quick gimmicks, this quick up, like, I'm come ups and stuff like that, it is short-lived. You're not gonna be in that space long. So you need to think long-term, reinvent, stack your money, save, and then also plan your retirement. And then get in and get out. That's me being real with you. Gosh, y'all, you can't be real with people no more. And it's really sad. It's sad. You can't be real with people no more. They want to take everything offensively. And to the nurse, like I said, to the girls out here that are doing just regular jobs, like I said, I appreciate you a lot. Okay, we gonna move on. I just needed to address that. I'm like, how is this being taken negatively? It wasn't meant to be taken negatively. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, let me bring up my next thing. Yes, super sensitive generation. I'm gonna tell you, don't do nothing you're not confident in or about. Yes, super sensitive generation. I'm gonna tell you, don't do nothing you're not confident in or about. Yes, super sensitive generation. I don't know why that's playing out loud. Nothing you're not confident in or about. Yes, super sensitive generation. I don't know why that's playing out loud. Nothing you're not confident in or about. Y'all, YouTube, this, I don't know if it's YouTube or StreamYard, but it's being very weird. Okay. Y'all, YouTube, this, I don't know if it's YouTube or StreamYard, but it's being very weird. Okay. Y'all, YouTube, this, I don't know if it's YouTube or StreamYard, but it's being very weird. Okay. Y'all, YouTube, this, I don't know if it's YouTube or StreamYard, but it's being very weird. I don't know what is going on. Why does it keep echoing? Are you guys hearing an echo? I don't know what is going on. Why does it keep echoing? Are you guys hearing an echo? This is a mess. Okay, is it fixed? I still hear it. Okay, is it fixed? Oh my god. I still hear okay, is it fixed? Oh my god. I don't know what it could be. Okay, is it fixed? I don't know what it could be. I don't know what it could be. Y'all, this is a mess. I'm a little freaked out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little freaked out, y'all. I'm a little freaked out. Okay, I think I found the issue. I think it's fixed. See, this is why this is a testing live. This is not our regular scheduled programming. Okay, I think it's fixed, but it just started doing that out the blue, or is it just me? Okay, now we can move on. Ooh, that's too much. Okay. So, if you guys did not know, Iyana and Jarrett are divorcing. I'm gonna pretend to be shocked. I'm not shocked. I wasn't shocked. There was just too many red flags. Yeah, it's raining here, you guys. It could be the rain. It could be my connection. I done rebooted my router twice already. I don't know what it could be at this point. But I definitely saw this coming. There was, my biggest biggest red flag when I was watching them on social media. There are just things that I like to look for. And the biggest thing was I noticed Iyana was trying to grow out her hair to meet his needs. So she was getting the braids a lot, trying to grow out her hair, because remember in Love is Blind, he said that the reason why he really wanted to be with Valerie was because she gave him a description of what she looked like while in the pods. And so I noticed that after the show ended and everything like that, and we were watching it for the first time, I noticed that when Iyana came on the Love is Blind reunion, she had braids. And at first I'm like, oh, okay, she got braids. But then I started watching her more and more on social media. And I started noticing that the reason why she was getting the braids was because she was trying to grow her hair out to meet his physical requirement of like the curly girl hair type of aesthetic. And so when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, this either she gonna stay just because of, of all the attention that they're getting, or she really is gonna eventually wake up and leave. Because I started noticing that on social media. Like, she started growing out her hair, and I just don't think that was something that she truly wanted to do. I think she likes her short hair. I think, yeah, like she looked very uncomfortable in the braids. She just looked uncomfortable in the braids to me. Like, you could tell it's not her thing, but she was doing it trying to please him. And if you watch the episode back where Mallory and Jarrett were in the pods, she gave him a description of what she looked like, and the first thing she said was curly hair, and he was in love with her off that alone. So it wasn't surprising to me to see her grow out her hair, because she didn't look comfortable. She didn't look comfortable in braids. And the reason why I don't think she felt comfortable in the braids was because she has a very petite framed face. And sometimes when you have like a very petite framed face, you just don't need a lot of hair, And I think her cutting her hair short, she felt like that was more her. And I think when he met her, that was just something that he wasn't physically attracted to, maybe. And so he was trying to grow out her hair. So don't be surprised if she cuts her hair again now that they are splitting up. Don't be surprised. But she was like growing out her hair every time. And then she kept getting braids. And I'm like, oh, she really trying to grow out her hair for this man. Yes, the pixie was so cute on her. But he likes girls with long curly hair. You know how Black men are. They swear they want Black women in their 4C natural hair, but you know how they react when you have weave down your back versus when your hair is in its true natural state. And I'm talking about no gel, no product, no nothing. So it wasn't shocking to me at all. But let's go ahead and play this video real quick.
Thank you for the joy. I love you too. I just married the woman of my dreams. I'm on top of the world right now. Cloud 9. You so goddamn fine. I ain't touched you or hugged you.
You guys, I just wasn't buying none of that. I'm sorry. I just was not buying all of that. First of all, Iyana is an amazing woman. She has a lot going on for herself. She's a beautiful woman at that. She deserves so much more than Jarrett. That's just my honest opinion. She's a good woman, but he was not ready for marriage. He showed so many signs that he was not ready for marriage. And before we even get into the fact that she still wanted to be with this man when technically she was not his first choice, that didn't sit right with me. Okay, I'm not his first choice, but now he wants to marry me because his first choice rejected him. Let's not forget. And then let's take it a step further, right? Because, you know, the whole situation that took place when all of them came together and he was able to see Mallory for the first time physically, that was a red flag. She missed 2 red flags, y'all. That's why I be saying sometimes men don't break our hearts. We break our own hearts because we don't choose ourselves. We will look over all the red flags, including not choosing ourselves over a man. And that's what we have to stop doing, because she could have saved so much time. She could have saved so much time if she just would have went with her intuition, because I'm pretty sure her intuition was telling her, I'm not his first choice. I'm his second choice. Should I still go through with this? And then like the whole situation that happened at the whole situation that happened when they all came together and met or whatever like that, the castmates were talking about that because they knew how sweet she was and they were looking out for her, and they told her about the situation that went down between Jarrett and Reed. So she knew before the final decision day. And then what was the other thing? I don't know, y'all. Oh, when they moved in together. There were so many red flags. Him staying out all night. Him using the excuse that he's an extrovert and she's an introvert. You decided to get married, sir. You decided to get married. Getting married means settling down. He still wanted to run the streets. I don't know no married man where it's appropriate for him to come in 2-3 o'clock in the morning and during the week. It just seemed like he was still in his playboy. I want to be outside. I want to be running the streets. So y'all, when I say I'm not shocked by any of this, I'm not shocked. I'm just not shocked. We have to start listening to our intuition. We have to start listening to the red flags. It should not even get to this point where she has to divorce this man and go through the whole process of divorcing this man. And then now do it publicly. Because now she has to deal with people like me commenting on the situation, weighing in, giving my opinion. You know what I mean? Like now she got to deal with all the people dissecting her relationship and everything. If she would have just went back to that part where he told her that he asked Mallory to marry him, she could have chose herself in that moment and could have skipped all of this. For real. For real. But my thing is, Jarrett was, you know, a lot of these men, they're very self-centered and selfish. He knew he wasn't ready for that. But I think he was trying to prove something to himself or his family or something like that. I don't even think he really wanted to get married because his actions didn't show that. His actions showed that he really wanted to be single. So I feel sorry for Iyana, but I think she'll find somebody. She's a great, wonderful girl. She'll find somebody. Another thing was, I think she was just super infatuated with Jarrett more than he was infatuated with her. That's why I always be telling you, you know, every girl out here wants to get the super attractive guy. I'm going to tell you not to do that. I'm going to tell you to always go after the guy that is not physically as attractive as you. And I'm not saying like he got to be ugly. I'm not saying that. I'm saying whenever you try to go for the 6'4" tall, 6-pack, like they come with a certain type of arrogance that's just, you don't want to deal with it, sis. You just don't. You just don't. Go for average looking. I'm gonna tell you that every single time. They tend to be more down to earth, and they tend to be more sensible when it comes to life in general, and they don't have the chip on the shoulder. Now, I'm not saying you should stereotype all men, because all men are not the same, but for the most part, you know, like the type of men that I'm talking about. They're super infatuated with their look. They're constantly looking for validation in other people. And that was the reason why Jarrett constantly needed to go out at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, was because he needed that validation. But he would use the fact that he's an extrovert as a crutch. But it wasn't that. He loves the attention. He lives off of that attention and validation. And so even after he married, he wasn't trying to change his ways. So sometimes you got to be careful with people that rely on their appearance just a little too much. You know, you got to be careful with people like that, because if they're not getting a certain level of attention, or the type of attention that they're used to getting, they don't feel validated, and then their insecurities start to show. So you got to be careful. Somebody said he's not cute. Listen, that's subjective. I'm not gonna get into that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's tall, y'all, and he's in shape. That's all it takes for women these days. It does not take much. He's tall and he's in shape. That's it. That is it. That's all you got to be. She started off by unpacking her trauma on him. Yeah, and then that was another thing. They were trauma bonding when they spoke in the pods, and I knew it was doomed to fail from there. Yeah, you got to be careful that you're not out here trauma bonding. You got to be careful with that. I mean, I think the reason why we don't think Jarrett is attractive is because we know how he is. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not attracted to him because of his mindset. I can't get with that. I'm sorry. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care if you got a six pack. That's just not attractive. I'm not attracted to immaturity. I'm not attracted to men that don't know how to communicate, and I'm not attracted to men that are emotionally unavailable. Like, if you are any of those three things, you're out. That's why I don't even look at height. That's not even the first thing. I'm a tall girl. I used to be the type of tall girl where I'm looking at height first. I don't even look at height no more first. I'm like, dang, let me see if he got problems. He got some issues before I even waste my time. Can he communicate? Is he emotionally available? Where are his intentions? Can he give me what I'm looking for? Is he mature? You know, I don't even look at the height no more, y'all. That's how bad it is. Shoot, I may miss out on my blessing if I'm just stuck on the height. So I don't even look at the height no more. I'm like, is he emotionally available? Can he communicate? Is he mature? Can he give me what I need? In that order. Because it's a mess. So, no, I don't care how tall you are. That don't mean nothing to me. That was cute when I was like 20. But now it's like, I need you to be emotionally available. I need you to be able to communicate. And you'll be surprised. There are men that are older than me. They don't know how to do those things. It is a mess out here, y'all. Y'all stay safe. Stay safe out here. I'm like, dang, how are you 45 and you don't know how to communicate? Okay, so there's this video that I came across on TikTok, you guys, and it really bothered me. It really, 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 really bothered me. But I need to bring awareness to this because this is my platform, and I like to bring awareness to situations, especially with me being lighter complected. I think it's important that we continue to bring light to colorism, because this really made me upset. And to the black men out here, y'all just don't understand how y'all really come across like you're white supremacists to your own women. And then you got, and then this is my thing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because I just got a thought just now. Y'all act like white supremacists, but then y'all want to call black women who date interracially bed wenches. So what do we call you, sir? The one that has self-hatred issues, and then you treat your women like you're one of the white supremacists that you feel like she's bedwitching with. That's why, like, when they say that crap, y'all, please don't let it bother you. Please don't let it trigger you, because we got stories and situations like this. That's why I like, do you? I'm gonna tell you to do you every time, and I wouldn't care what nobody got to say about it. This is crazy. Like, I couldn't believe, y'all, just watch. This video, this story is absolutely disgusting. So if you are the type to be easily triggered, if you are a girl where you're not in a great place when it comes to colorism and some of the things and trauma that you have attached to that, I don't advise that you watch this. I don't. Because it's horrible. So I'm going to wait for you to exit. It's bad, y'all. Because I don't even want you to listen to it. If you are still not okay with some of the trauma attached to colorism that you have experienced. Okay, so I'm assuming that anyone that is remaining, you can handle what was about to be said in this video.
Public service announcement. Colorism is definitely a thing, and it's mostly revealed in the club to me. During Rolling Loud weekend, let me vent to y'all real quick. During Rolling Loud weekend, even though I made a bag, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This man tried me so bad, it was almost like, yo, why do you hate my color so much? I'm damn near drunk, feet is burning. I made money, but I still want more. Even though my pocket's on full, I'm gonna act like it's on E. I'm a hustler for real. So I'm scouting the fucking room around, and then I notice a section that has my homegirl in it. I'm like, ooh, you already know. This section is full with men with chains, all of that, money ready to throw. I'm the only one standing in it because it's my homegirl. You gotta take advantage. As a dancer, if your friend is here and that's really your friend, she's gonna make sure you're good.
Now, I have to stop it right here. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you, if you hanging around men with chains, there's a certain mentality that typically comes with that image. Okay, men in chains, very shallow, but highly insecure, sis. So I'm gonna tell you, because you know I'm not your mama. I'm not your mama. I'm not gonna tell you who you should hang around or who you should hang out with. But what I am gonna tell you, I wouldn't take men that wear those loud chains seriously, sis. Get the free drinks, get the free meal, be happy, be merry. I would have the mentality that, oh, I'm here for a good time, but not a long time. And I would keep it pushing, because men with chains, they have a certain mentality that is just off. And they typically are very insecure. And listen, the bigger the chain, the bigger their insecurities typically are. And that's just based off my experience. So I'm not into men really that have those big chains or chains in general, to be honest. And you know, it's not that it's because it's, you know, Black people, I feel like we should be able to dress ourselves in the way that we truly feel represents us and our true identity and things like that. I do. And I don't feel like we should have to dress like white people or be super conservative or fit the conservative white standard. I don't. But I do feel that when it comes to men that get those chains, and I'm talking about the big ones, the loud ones, you know, the men that are super, super flashy, they are highly insecure. So I don't like hanging around them too much. It's very tacky to me. It's very tacky. If a man come up in my face and he got a loud chain, he done lost cool points with me. I'm not even flashy. I just don't like flashy men. I don't. But she a dancer, so she trying to get her money. She trying to make her money. So she was, she's in that type of industry. And listen, to the girls that was mad about what I had to say about, making money off your looks, this is the type of stuff you got to deal with. You got to deal with stuff like this. Not being treated and seen as valuable. It's not an easy job. And so that's what I'm saying to the 9-to-5 workers. You're like, oh, this is so hard. But listen, this situation ain't easy. It's not. So there's no easy way. There's no easy way when it comes to what path you choose. There's no easy way. So stop looking for it because it don't exist. There's no easy way. Because I wouldn't want to deal with this. This ain't easy.
So I get in there, everybody, I said hi to everybody, respectful and all. Then my homegirl asked me, you want a shot? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take one, whatever. So the guy grabs the bottle while she's about to pour me a shot. I'm looking around like, what's going on? He ends up pouring the shot for everybody like a damn waitress, like a damn bottle girl. Get this man a bodysuit. Mind you, my cup sitting like this in his face. He skips over mine and puts the bottle back. So now I'm looking like a doofus holding my cup in my hand, looking around. So luckily the waitress was actually my homegirl too. So she asked me, she's like, you want a shot, Trina? I'm like, yeah, I guess. When she's about to open the bottle and pour it to me, the same dude grabs the bottle from her and says something in her ear that I can't hear clearly. I just mind my business. I put the cup away and I just stand in front of my friend. He says something to my friend that I honestly don't really recall. I forgot what she said. But after he said something to her, he asked me to step down real quick. Mind you, 2 light-skinned girls came in the section after. My homegirl tells me, she taps me before I leave the section. She's like, I'm sorry, babe. He don't like dark-skinned girls. Mind you, there's 6 other men in the fucking section, including women. So I'm like, well,
now, y'all, let me tell you something. You know what also didn't sit right with me with this story? The fact that her friend felt so comfortable telling her that. I wouldn't feel comfortable telling my friend that. I would have felt more comfortable saying, you know what? We just gonna get out they sex shit. And if my friend kept asking me, well, what did he say? What did he say? Oh, don't worry about it. They're trash. Like, we just need to get out of their section. That's why you got to be careful. Like, the company you keep, they not really for you. And I don't know, the company that she has, they not for her. Because no way in hell I would have felt comfortable telling her that. And then still standing or hanging out there or around them, mingling with them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, get your bag, but like, you don't got to get it from them. You could go get it from somebody else. And when you're a preference, you got options, girl. So you really don't have to go get it from them. But you chose to put insult to injury more by telling her that. She didn't have to be told that, y'all. That's not a real friend. I'm sorry. It's just not. And this girl is beautiful. She is gorgeous. And the fact that she got treated like that is just ridiculous to me. But I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that her so-called friend told her that. Because I wouldn't feel comfortable telling my friend that. I knew it would, I'm the type of friend, like, I'm really big on protecting you. And if I know the ins and outs, especially when it comes to like colorism and some of the things that you've gone through, and I'm pretty sure because they work in this industry, she's heard her friend talk about this type of stuff. And so it's kind of like, I'm not going to tell you that. Like, we just not going to F with them. Like, we're going to go to a different section and work a different section. And I'm going to bring you with me in a section where people are cool, like, and I get it. Like, it's about the money. I get it. But like, I still wouldn't have told my friend that. I just wouldn't have told my friend that. So I didn't like I didn't like how her friend handled the situation. I just don't. But let's continue. That's not her friend.
Whatever. I'm not gonna stress it. I walk away, go about my day. Then my homegirl tells me, the waitress, what he said in her ear. He told her, "We don't give drinks to no dark-skinned bitch." And what's worse about it, he darker than me. How you hate my skin and you got the same skin?
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Y'all, when I saw this for the first time, I said, what? So when I say these black men that have this self-hate, white supremacy, like it's nothing but that. Like it's white supremacy, y'all. And we got to start calling it what it is. And I told y'all not too long ago that I had a white girl come up to me at the bar. Her name was Jessica. Still looking for this girl, right? And she tapped me on the shoulder and she's like, help me. And I'm like, okay. So I turn my back and I look at her and she says, he doesn't like black women. And I'm like, okay, that threw me off. Like, first of all, I'm shocked, but then I'm like, I start chuckling a little bit. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of men like that that date white women. And she was like, I just don't understand how you don't like the women, your own women. And the reason why it threw her off was because she's a smart girl. Like, she's not a dummy. How is it that you're not loyal to the women that you come from? There's no way you could be loyal to me. So this white girl, she understood that. Like, she was like, there's no way you could be loyal to me if you're not even loyal to the women that you come from, to where you bash them when you're with me. So I can only assume that if you say I become your worst enemy or whatever the case may be, you're going to go around bashing me to other women. That's how she was looking at it. Smart girl. Because the same formula could be used like a friend that's always coming to you, or a cousin that's always coming to you gossiping about everybody's business. And you can best believe she goes around gossiping, telling your business as well. So it's the same formula. So Jessica, she understood that. I wouldn't be surprised if Jared starts dating Mallory, to be honest. So it's the same thing. And so she was just very thrown off by the fact that she was on this date with this guy and he made it very known that he don't like black women. And she was very bothered by that because she understood that, damn, if he don't have loyalty to his own women, there's no way he'll have loyalty to me. So a lot of these girls, it don't matter what race you are. It does not matter. A lot of these divine feminines are really waking up and they're seeing these false realities are being torn down and they're able to see things for what they truly are. But let's continue because, of course, a black woman was being gaslit on TikTok, on social media. Who's shocked? Not me.
This is what's wrong with the world today. Because who the fuck asked you? And on top of that, why do y'all always try to relate to us? Please exit. I don't want to get disrespectful. I see comprehension skills for men is at an all-time low. Sweetheart, I never said I had a problem with him not liking my skin. That's not the point. And frankly, I could give a fuck if I'm not his type. I have a fine-ass stud waiting for me when I get home. I didn't come in as to be nobody's type. I came in that section to make me. I get it. People have a preference, and I'm not mad at it. My point is there's a...
I'm like, what is it? Okay. Again, they're gaslighting her. They're gaslighting her. Because she wasn't the only girl that was in the room that night that was making money. Using her body, her looks, or whatever the case may be. And it's not a preference. Like, he has self-hatred issues, mommy issues. She definitely kept it classy, but it's sad that we got to keep it classy when it comes to stuff like this. Because if she and the women that look like her, if she was to pop off at the mouth, you already know what's to come next. And they would have gaslighted her more. Oh, you're just bitter. You're just miserable. You're just angry. So she did handle it right. But why is it that we always got to take, like, women, I have to say, women that find themselves in situations like this, why is it that they always got to take the higher road when they're literally dealing with self-hate and it's being projected onto them? They should have the right to defend themselves how they please. Because that's some BS. It's just crazy to me. Like, yes, you're being very much prejudiced. And then they wonder why Black women are dating out. Y'all wonder why Black women are dating outside the race. Well, this is why.
Fine line between disrespect and preference. As you learned as a kid, based on what POC people had to go through, it is disrespectful to say we don't give out drinks to dark-skinned girls. That's just wrong. And it shouldn't have been said. That's it. So this false narrative you're creating in your mind that I care about being his type, please drop it.
That situation was horrible. That situation was horrible, y'all. So y'all know I'm always going to bring awareness to colorism, especially when it comes to stories like that. And stop gaslighting dark-skinned women when it comes to colorism. And if you are a dark-skinned girl and your friend didn't really have your back like that, she not your friend. Because if I was your friend, I would have never told you that. That's just me being honest. And we would have moved sections. Like, I would have been like, let's go to a different section. And I would have went with you to a different section. And I would have never went back to that section. Because I have love and respect for you. And I don't like being around people that don't have love and respect for my friends. Because that's my friend. And I just felt like she didn't handle that situation. Her friend didn't handle the situation correctly. He was being just disrespectful. I mean, being called a B2, like that, it's just too much, y'all. It's just too much. So please understand that. And I don't know. I don't know. Like I just, it's just not worth it, y'all. So on that note, I'm going to end this live. I'm not on Instagram right now because I'm taking a break. But if you want, I'm kind of out of the loop. So if you want to send me topics and things to talk about, please send it to me. I'm going to start doing multiple topics in my lives. So in this live, we did how many topics? 3 topics. So I'm going to try to do like 3 topics in a live now and cover more things. So if you would be interested in that, stay tuned, give the video a thumbs up, but then also, wait. More faith in women, even so-called loyal friends are like this when money is involved. Y'all, I don't care if money is involved. I don't play when it comes to stuff like that. I don't. Money, listen, that's a scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset is thinking, oh no, I gotta still go to this section for the money because God don't know how to bless me a different type of way because I'm being a real friend to my friend. I don't ever worry about how I'm eating, how I'm paying bills. If I know I'm doing the right thing, I know it's coming back to me. It may be a loss in that moment, but I'm gonna get it tenfold. And that's the thing, like, have some integrity. Have some integrity. I don't understand what's wrong with people these days. It's like, have some damn integrity, because if it was you in that situation, you would want somebody to be a real friend to you. Who cares if money is involved or not? That's crazy. That's why I have been on this platform for 10 years. I've never sold you some shit that I don't use. I've never sold you a weight loss pill or a tea, or I could have easily done that. I could have easily scammed my own followers. But you got to have some type of integrity. Like, you got to have some type of principle about yourself. Like, there's just some things people cannot do to me or the people that I love and think that they're still going to have access to me. So no, like, I'm sorry. No, I don't care if money was involved. And that's the scarcity mindset, thinking that, oh, if you didn't go back to that section, you lost out. Who knows? Like, if you would have went to a different section, maybe the guy in the next section was paying double. Because you know how the bigger the chain, the more, I won't say the cheaper they are, but they're not generous. So who knows? You could have went to a different section, stood up for your friend, and got paid double that night. Do the right thing for once and see what happens. But you know what? Something else. Sometimes when you do the right thing, it doesn't always show up right away. It don't. But when you continuously put out that energy, it's going to always come back to you. So continue to put it out there. That's all that I got for this video. But if you want me to react to anything else, send it to me to my email at realtalkwithyani@gmail.com. And I will see what we can do. Okay. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night.